Welcome back to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. This is Rosa.
And this is Sharyn.
Happy Black History Month to my beautiful people.
Yes.
Happy Black History Month, everybody. I know it's 365 days of Black History, but we're getting some shout out for at least 28 of them days.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Welcome back to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. And before we get into today's topic, there is shout outs.
You're in a spunky mood today.
So our first shout out goes to Mona D. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for, just watching our channel faithfully. We appreciate you. Next shout out is to our buddy Tuffy. Thank you so much.
Hey, Tuffy.
For being a subscriber to Conversations.
And she's one of our original subscribers.
Yeah,
and she's a wonderful friend.
Yeah, she's a
so
long
thank
time
you.
friend with us
thank
as
you.
well. Yeah. And last but not least, Wild One Shameless. Thank you for being a subscriber to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa.
I thought you was going to say thank you for being shameless.
No, just thank you. Thank you for everything that you've done to help our channel grow. And thank everybody, too. So
we are growing. We are definitely growing. And
we are doing that.
It's all because of you. So keep it going.
Yep, absolutely. So, without further ado, let's get into today's topic.
Well, I kind of wish it was, we were in San Francisco and that it was raining or misting and we had jazz playing, because that's the kind of mood I would like to have set, because, Rose and I had a conversation and I did most of the talking. How unusual. And we're just talking about love and our friends, your family members and the people who are going to admit it.
Full disclosure, Valentine's Day is her favorite day. So, favorite holiday. I don't consider it a holiday, but she does. But
it's a national observance, but I equate that to holiday.
It is my favorite holiday.
Okay.
Okay.
We want to start. Was that the conversation we had?
Well, I'm just saying, like, Black History Month is 365 days. So is Love Month. Love should be, love should be every day too. But
I'm melting. I am melting.
So we're just saying that to say today's topic is love will find you.
Yes, love will find you.
Love will find you. So.
And that's an interesting topic. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It was just I just had so much emotion come from me when I was start to share with Rosa some things, and I was thinking out loud, and then I was talking to her, and I was just feeling some kind of way because there's an interesting pattern when so many of your friends, your different friends, all saying the same thing. The ones who are, not attached and plugged into and really, focused on meeting someone to spend their life with, or just a portion of it with. We're all saying the same thing, and I don't mean we as in them, but I mean we as in, our family and our friends in lesbian land, and they all, girl, I'm just looking for somebody. I'm looking for somebody good. I'm good. Why can't I find somebody else? I was fair and she was unfaithful. I was up but she was down. I was ready but she had to get herself together. It's like we can never, be satisfied or seem like we're okay with that part of our journey. Not all of us, but too many of us. Because like I say, the pattern repeats itself, and that is, when will I find love? Yeah. Will love find me? And you don't have to be a romanticist like I am, or you don't have to look forward to Valentine's Day with bated breath. And I tell Rose, it's 19 days of Valentine's Day. I say it to strangers in 7-Eleven like I am obsessed. I just think it's a wonderful thing to declare a day dedicated to the idea of love and loving and finding love.
And I get that whole part of it, but I think just people have made it so much commercialized, or
Well,
is that the word I'm looking for?
wait, and that's true. Excuse me for cutting you off.
And it's
What
like-
isn't commercialized? What?
Right.
We are shameless capitalists trying to make
And
a
that's what
buck.
I'm saying. So it just doesn't mean the same, because then people who, they feel obligated with stuff, and you shouldn't have to feel that way. Just love the person all year round, and Valentine's Day is just Valentine's Day.
That's that's a sad commentary for an obvious truth, whatever that means. I'm saying that we've commercialized everything.
Yeah,
When you
that's true.
St. Patty's Day, and part of my family, my family history takes me to, there's some Irish running around there, and I don't want to see a bunch of leprechauns, little green leprechauns, And let's just talk about, do you think we've been okay with celebrating the birth of Christ? How commercialized. I'm in Home Depot last year, and Santa Claus was sitting right next to the Depot special, which is right next to Halloween, which was squeezed between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I said, it was just too much.
Yeah.
It was just too much. Everything's commercialized, and we have, by trying to give it attention, we try to also give it meaning, and the meaning has been diluted. And it's just, don't start me on that, because that's not what we're here to talk about today. But you do make a good point,
Yeah.
my dear. I'm in love with my Rosa. I am. I'm feeling particularly good today, even though we got to talk about this. So, so in that feeling good and loving and receiving love and feeling good about it, again, the pattern of so many of my friends and people in my life, and we know so many people. We, connect with some deeper than others, of course, but
Yes.
even your family members, everyone's saying, I can't find a good woman, or person or man or whatever you're looking for. But with my our loved ones in lesbian land, and it has something to do with your age, your race, or your waistline. I'm going to tell you this: we're all crying. We all are crying, and one of the noblest and kindest compliment Rosa and I had gotten when we connected and got married, it was a friend of mine said, Sharyn, by you and Rosa finding each other, you give hope to the rest of us that perhaps it can happen for us too. Mm-hmm. And what a wonderful but still kind of sad thing. I mean, I understood where they were coming from. Yeah. So if we believe in all this, goodness and the universe, and oh, well, if I'm, make myself deserving, I'll get what I deserve. If I make myself good, I'll find goodness also and kindness. Does it really happen? It does. I'm telling you today that love will find you. Love will find you. It's corny, but it's so real. And
But you have to believe that it will find you too.
oh, absolutely. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Not putting you on, on the spot, but in our relationship, did you get that vibe from me? Did you know that I knew that you were the one?
I didn't get it. I mean, right away. No, I didn't get it. But I knew it just because when we were talking, all of the things that you were telling me, like in the stories. So that's kind of how I figure out who you are as a person. And I said, she has a loving heart. She's a good person. And I know you're capable of loving me. So that's when I think it was the first inkling where I'm like, she probably does. So
That I was capable of loving you?
capable of loving me.
And able and willing.
And do.
And do. Look, I does love.
So,
Look, as we say down south, we loving each another. But back to today's topic, which is love. And what I'm hearing, and it weighs heavy on my heart because it's so real, and I was there too. And about being loving but not feeling loved. So you're constantly, remember, love, it's all emotion, and emotions it comes from the energy. There's so much energy that we're putting into the universe with our loving hearts and our loving thinking, actions, and deeds that leaves its signature upon who you are. And that is how, when Mother walked into my life, I definitely knew it before she did. And I didn't want to scare her. So, if you've been watching the show, you've heard our story, and we will bore you with it again one day, but not today. So, with this love and this energy that you're giving to the universe is responding to you as well.
Absolutely.
You sending it out, it has been received. It's coming back to you, whether you recognize it or not,
Right.
whether you're ready for it or not. You know how somebody shows up at your door like, I don't remember the invitation. Oh, you sent for me.
But that's a biggie, because you got to recognize it, and you got to be willing to accept it, like be in a position where you can accept it.
Well, what position would that be? Oh, great one.
Like if you looking for the love of your life, but you out here, sleeping around with everybody, or you thinking you trying to date this person just until somebody comes along, then you're not gonna be ready when that person is
Absolutely.
here.
Absolutely.
So that's what allows you to be ready and available.
And I'm glad you put it out there just like that, because sometimes we're wanting one thing, but we are definitely advertising another.
Right.
All right. So back to this energy that you're sending out to the universe, and you're coupled with your prayers, your desires, as you chant for it, pray for it, and however you can connect to it with something greater than yourself, and you say, I'm ready for it. Well, then you got to really get in the position to be ready to receive what you put out for. It's simple as that. There's so many times when I, like I said, having conversations with friends and just observing life as life is, there's so many times, I hear people declare that, oh, I deserve love. I need her to come now and all that, but you don't act like you're ready for it.
Right.
Because you're doing things, like I said, you're advertising different things. And the reason why I feel that I can speak to that, because I realized I had done it. And that was a little bit history. 15 years ago, I was in a long-term relationship, and she died. And then, for the next 3-4 years, I was out here acting like about as dumb as bubble gum. Okay, I really was doing some crazy stuff. I was connecting with people that didn't deserve my time, energy, or attention. I was trying to convince myself that I was happy because I'm free. I'm not anchored. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no pets. I ain't got time for nobody but you, boo. I got time for you. And it's a long weekend. Talking that crazy stuff. Trying to convince myself that I'm okay, and trying to convince myself that I am happy.
Yes.
It simply was not true. So when people saw me, they saw this pretend to be happy, boom,
energy,
boom, boom,
yeah,
boom, boom woman, and I'm, I'm looking for, top steak, and I'm getting ground up beef. I mean, McDonald's quality. Okay, so, so I'm saying I had to stop and look at myself. And I'm saying, when people see me, what do they think and what do they see? Mm-hmm. Because they don't see who I am; they saw who I was pretending to be.
Right. And that's what we do with most people. You're on the outside looking inward toward that person, so you don't really know them. You know what that person is portraying, or
and we don't know if that's true.
You know what I'm saying? You see people with all these designer things on, you're like, oh, okay, that person either likes really nice stuff, expensive, or they rich.
As the woman said,
that's what they're trying to put out.
She said, my outfit costs more than your education. Whoa, that's some outfit, baby.
May not be. She may just be saying you're not educated.
That's true. That's never thought about it that way, Rosa. But you're right. You're onto a good point.
Yeah.
But right, the person doesn't know you, but they only know what they see. Right. And if what they see is false, what else can they can't build anything else on that? Because well, she seemed like she's always having fun every time. I've never seen her with the same woman twice. She drives a nice car. She's always at the parties. Not with one but two babes. Look, one of them could have been my third cousin removed. They don't know, but it was important for me to portray that image, and I did. And it was wrong, and it wasn't working, because it's like, if you're looking for good fish, you got to change the waters in which you fish. Yeah. Because I was getting crazy stuff. I was hooking up with crazy stuff that I can't even explain to this day. I just told people I took a sabbatical from my sanity. Please forgive me for whatever I did in those 4 years. Okay. And as I had to get recentered and look at where my energy was, and did go talk to somebody in a warm room with the short brown couch, get some outside advice and assistance, because I didn't know where I was going, but it seemed like I was in a rush to get there. And I know it really didn't match up with who I was or who I wanted to be. So what I started to do, I just started to unload the falsehoods. I start stripping myself down to my authentic self, and learning who I was, to relearn that, because sometimes we don't even recognize ourselves.
Right.
People talking about, you didn't recognize me? Hell no. Hell, I didn't recognize me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But with you, I mean, I can understand that. You were in a relationship before your partner passed away for so long. So you may have lost yourself somewhere in between.
I felt
there.
that I did.
So
yes.
now you coming back into this whole environment where the dating game has changed.
Oh my gosh.
Now you gotta catch up, because you on the old school dating game.
Right.
Everybody on the new school.
Right.
So I can understand you not knowing who you are.
Right. And I was I was a heartbeat away from being 59 years old, at the time 55. And then I had gained 30 pounds. So here they're like, I'm feeling old. And in gay terms, if you're 50, you might as well be 150. Because how we accelerate our ages, right? So I'm thinking, nobody's gonna date me. Nobody wants to talk to me. Look, nobody don't even want to have a cup of hot chocolate with me, because I'm old, I'm dusty, I haven't been out there on the dating game. All things have changed. I got 29-year-olds hitting on me, as well as 80-year-olds. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my, So I decided to calm down, like I said, get real, and find out who my authentic self was, and start looking at, what did I really want? What did I really want to ask the universe for? I know it's all about abundance, not scarcity. But the way we live our lives, we act like, especially the people who, oh, the glass is half empty. Well, no, there's more than one glass, there's more than one chair. There's many tables, there's many rooms. If you think there is only one glass and that's half empty, well, then you will see yourself, you will always be hungry. You'll always be thirsty.
Yeah.
Because you feel that I still didn't get enough. Right. It's not enough for me and you and the person over there. Well, you need to reverse that thinking, expand that thinking, re-examine your current thinking. And it's like, oh no, darling, there's abundance out here. I know not only am I worthy, I am worthy, and I'm asking for the immediate receipt of the abundance of the universe. Yeah. I had to realize, if not this glass, the other glass. Or look at the other table. Is this the only room in the house? No, let me go to other waters and fish anew. And my bait will be different with me. My catch will be different. I was advertising the wrong things for the wrong reasons. So with that, I'm making it about me, because we're all going through our own journey, but some of our journeys intersect or mirror each other.
Yeah.
So at the age of 59.5, was it 59 or 60?
What, when you met me?
Yeah.
You were already 60. You was 61.
Yeah, I was going towards 61.
Yeah.
Right. So at 60 years old, I had stopped my little shenanigans, should I say, and got, like I say, recentered. And I went to Sedona, Arizona, and did some things there. And
Did you go to like a meditation type thing?
I did that. I did several things, and I got in touch with me, and things just started to turn around.
Yeah.
And I released it to the universe, knowing that I'm worthy. What amazes me, with so many of us out there, they want love. We looking hard for somebody to love us. Hell, you don't even love you yet. Then you're going to invite someone into your life to do the very thing for you that you haven't done to you. And we supposed to be happy. Oh, I need her to love me. Well, do you love you?
Right.
And I tell people, in any relationship, you are the most important person in that relationship. It starts with you. And I tell your partner the same thing. Feed yourself first. Mm-hmm. Because if Sharon's not well, it doesn't matter that I met Rosa. I would not be well enough to receive her appropriately. Yes. Does it make sense? Get yourself ready. Get yourself right. whatever right looks like to you. So I was once you get rid of the fear, you become fearless. And I'd go out and see some of my old buddies out there in the streets and stuff, and like, oh girl, you still out here, but something has changed because, like I said, I did ask for the immediacy of God to come into my life and bestow me with the blessing that I felt so deserving of. Yes. And I had my list of 10 things that I would prefer that she have, that I think that she would do well by having if we were in a relationship, whoever she may be. I didn't know if she was going to be tall or short, light or dark, 50, 60, 5 days over 55. I did not know. I didn't have any issues with the age anymore because I had to release that too.
Yes.
No one cares that you're 60. No one cared that you were 50. So, all right? So there I was. I had to become the best person that I could be so that I could attract the best person into my life. Because if you all good and you flowing, you don't be attracting garbage. You know what I mean? That's the wrong move. That's not what you would want. So I had my list of my affirmations around the house all over. And when I met Rosa, she truly, and I've said this before, she was 11 of the 10 things I was looking for. I knew it was her, but I didn't want to scare her. You don't meet somebody, and we were talking in March. We went on our first date in April, and by August the 10th, what a wonderful day, we got married. We can explain, but we're not going to. Okay.
Not in this segment.
Not in this segment. Okay. Look, it was some legal issues. No, I'm just kidding. That's funny.
That's kind of true, though.
No, but it's still funny. What happened was...
Craig and them.
Her dad's a cop and her uncle's a judge. No, we had to take care of some things. No, yeah. just kidding. Yeah. So I got ready to get ready. So don't expect to get all this wonderful love from the universe if you're not loving. Mm-hmm. If you're not lovable. If you listen to the wrong things in your head, the quality, as I've said this several times, the quality of our thinking will dictate the quality of our lives. So I ask you, as I'm going really close up on this, what are you thinking? And is your thinking producing, the energy that causes the actions that you're performing? Is it leading you to your highest result? And if not, why not? Yeah. Why not? So when I met Rosa, we connected, and the rest is history, as they say. But I also knew more than anything, I knew I was deserving. Mm-hmm. They said, "Well, Sharyn, she's a good woman." Well, hell, I'm a good woman. No, Rosa's good looking. Well, so what am I? Chopped beef? What? My hair looking good? Yes, I've gained a pound or two, but I'm blaming it on COVID. So what I'm saying, she was not just good, she was kind. Not just kind, she was loving. And all of those things were going on in that 6-month period. And so I don't know how you define love. If you just find it, if it's just strong affection for someone, respect, loyal, whatever the adjectives are. I don't know how you define it, but I know when they say, if I can't define it, but I know it when I see it. I met her, I just knew it. And, and then we talk about, like I said, well, however you define love, but all the things you want in that package, in that person, and that with the new thing when the last 10 years has been the 5 languages, the 5 love languages. Yeah. And okay, I know mine, I do mine. Is that a guarantee for happiness? No, but it don't matter what the language is if you ain't got nobody to talk to.
True.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the mic on that one. We revisit those 5 love languages, and they are quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, physical touch, and did I say affirmations?
No.
And affirmations, right? Yeah. So, and they're true. They're wonderful. I suggest you read it, get it, understand it, apply it, and see how that works for you. Right. But I'm saying all that, it's like when someone comes into the room and say, I understand that you're trying to better yourself and your education and understanding of the world, and they leave you 50 books. And they say, well, I gave you 50 books to read. They don't work if you can't read.
Right.
Okay, the books don't matter if you cannot read. So we're assuming that when we give you those nuggets and it's in book form that you actually read it, the same way with the five with the love languages, it's just the way
apply them.
You got to apply them. And if you're working on it, your partner needs to be working on it too. Because look, every day, every week, Rosa and I find she teaches me something. Usually, it's about those computers. But, somebody buy your new phone and I don't get it. The world has changed. So sometimes I don't even try to figure it out. I just like, babe, help me. Why am I locked out? So what we're talking about today is, and as we're getting ready for Valentine's Day next week and all, but that love will find you.
Yeah. Love
will find you, and again, so many of us, like I said, we get tired of being tired. Like here come Valentine's Day, here's another holiday. I ain't got nobody. I ain't got a sweetheart. Ain't nobody sending me nothing, and I ain't sending nothing. Yeah. Okay, well, what can you do different this year that you didn't do last year? And people, I feel lonely. Oh, the people who say that they don't feel lonely. I don't know where you're at on your spectrum. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to clock anybody. We're just sharing with you our story and some perspectives. You know what I mean? And you want to get good, be good.
Yeah.
Truly. And you have to, I'm sorry to borrow another quote, and this one from Gandhi, you must be the change that you want to see. Yeah. And if not, and no one can do it but you. No one can do it, but you. And when I received one of the greatest lifetime blessings of having Rosa in my life, I was happy, and I still am, but I'm not really surprised because I deserve it. Mm-hmm. I deserve good. I got good. And like I said, when people are like, well, that, to repeat myself, oh, Rosa's a good woman. You know what I say? So is Sharyn.
Well, everybody's not saying that, but everybody's not saying that.
Well,
but
everybody's not saying what? And
so
that
if people thought I was a knucklehead, they would tell you.
Oh,
some people will.
You're no knucklehead. We are feeling silly today for some reason, But to wrap this up, you are deserving. Love will find you, but you also have to put yourself out there. Yes. Like I said, you need to be what you're looking for. You want good and decent, then you need to be good and decent. Absolutely. Because it attracts each other. Yeah. Now, if you want to play, you want to hang out at the Dewdrop-In Hotel and running after them those strippers. Been there, done that. Whatever you're doing, nothing wrong with strippers. Some of my best friends are. But seriously, know what you want, but also understand what you want and that you deserve.
Right. And know that once you get what you're looking for, you need to figure out how to keep it. Because some people sabotage their own stuff.
Well said. Because look, I'm working hard over here to stay in the game. As someone had pointed out to me, but you and Rosa get along because she's spoiled and you give her anything she wants. No, I think Rosa gives me just about everything I want.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm spoiled. I really don't.
Who in the hell is going to go say, hey, I'm spoiled? No one's going to admit to it.
Some people do, if they are.
Okay. Now, back to our reality, and for my friends in lesbian land, you heard what she just said. So here's my question: why do you think people think you are spoiled?
Because they know who you are as a person, and they feel that whomever you're with, you're gonna lavish them with whatever, and that's just not what our relationship is about. So I just think that they think you're over here lavishing me with stuff, and it's not. I don't even ask for stuff. I don't want you to spend money on stuff like that. I'd rather, save it and take a trip if we need to, or if I gotta run out of town,
Okay.
So
the people think that you're being lavished. Okay, so which equates to being spoiled. And it's interesting when I say I'm spoiled. I don't think. Sometimes I don't even think people believe me. So I don't know.
No, because they know I'm not that person that's gonna lavish you something. But I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna love you till the day you die or I die, whoever go first. And I'm going to give you what you need in a different sense. It's not about gifts, and it's not about monetary things. It's I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be on time. If I say I'm coming, I'm coming. You know that. So you already know me.
Right.
So I'm just saying.
And so here again. So what's this? Oh gee, I'm spoiled. I feel that I am because I get what I want. And Rosa does spoil me, even if y'all don't like the word, but she does spoil me. And if I need a back rub or, honey, could you come do this? And, whatever. She gives without me even asking because she knows me. It's when, y'all know I had a couple of
operations.
Some challenges in the last 3 years, and spoiled to me is when you wake up and your wife is there and she's rubbing you and loving you, and you go into prayer, and you they didn't even know who Rosa was to me. They didn't know she was my wife. They probably thought she was my daughter. You know what I mean? But they was like, I don't know what's going on between those two women, but there's a lot of love there. That's spoiling me. I am loved. I give love and I receive it times 2. So in my world and my thinking, I'm spoiled. Other people, the little naysayer, Rose is spoiled. Like maybe she is, maybe she isn't. Who cares? I know that Rose is with me. I'm with her, and I didn't want to make it about us, but because we are talking about love and giving the very thing that you want away. Like I say, if you want love, be loving. So what kills me when I talk to somebody who's been angry since 1968. They've been angry. I don't know why I can't get a bitch. Because you're so nasty. Who wants to be around you?
Right,
you know what I mean? But
right.
but I got to talk real because life is real. So you know what I mean. And then they smoking, or they got a habit, or they got this and that, and you know what I mean. So I ain't cracking on the weight gain because I'm there, sweetie. I have just simply taken a sabbatical from Weight Watchers, evidently, but I'm back. So I'm blaming it on COVID, like I said. But so all these things, they're real, and the reason why we wanted to talk about it today, because we just wanted to go there. Yeah. And interestingly enough, but no surprise, Rosa and I feel different about it, about some of those things. I'm the romanticist. She, not so much. Practical, kind, loving, giving, but I want to see the 3 movies. She don't even know. I want to see every movie by Meryl with Meryl Streep in it. It don't have to be on Valentine's Day, but it needs to be on Valentine's week. Okay, and every 3 days you need to start getting that card. Every 3 days, send her a new card because she loves getting cards in the mail. Whatever it is, that's me. That's me. Yeah. So we want to know how you doing out there for the people who. Still in search of love or think love is in search of them. Yeah, love will find you. Yes. Yeah, but you gotta believe.
Yes.
You gotta believe in those actions. Your actions have to back up your belief. Yes. Or excuse me, your belief should back up your actions. So, right. So in any event, this is where we're at today. As usual, we're wishing all of you the very best
of all good things. Stay safe and stay woke. And enjoy your Valentine's Day. But I think we have another one since then.
Yeah.
But
we'll
enjoy your Valentine's Day. Anyway.
Oh, it's coming.
We'll say it again next week.
Whether you want us to or not.
So thank you. We love you.